Hey, grade two students. Hi, grade two students. Very happy teaching again today. So we're having a new lesson, as I say in introduction, input and output devices. So what is input device? What is an output device? So the first thing we're going to know is input devices and output devices. Why should know is everything that we have, they actually input device and output device are actually a computer helping part. Some of them are computer main part, other computer helping part. So input devices are those devices that feed information into the computer. But output devices are those devices that get information from computer, you know? So which means I'll show you this is a microphone. A microphone is used to record any sound to the computer. So you take in information from your mouth, you put it inside inside this microphone, and microphone gets the voice to the computer. So microphone is feeding the computer with your voice. That's called input device, something that gets information from outside and take it into the computer. You know, that's a device. That device is called input device. But for the second, the other part is the output device is a device that takes information from the computer and takes it out. You know, like speakers. Speakers, you know that speakers help you listen to music. Music comes from the computer, you know. Music coming from the computer to outside. Okay. So the mic get the voice from outside to the computer that we call an input device. But the speakers get information from inside to outside called output device. So the output device show the final results after the computer finishes work. So when you get your voice into the computer get that voice, processes it, okay, and then gives you the sound that you got from the microphone. Okay, guys, I hope you understand, or I can restart it. If you don't understand, text me. I'm going to explain again more. Okay, so to understand this better, we should come back to the word input and output. Inputs is anything that you guys get inside, like this one is feeling petrol in the car, and this boy is typing 7 plus 2. As you guys eat chips at home, it's hamburger, shawarma, it's anything you guys put inside your mouth is input, all right? You put something in your mouth, input, all right? Anything that goes in, it's called input, right? So, and then what is an output? Output is actually after the computer finished its work of processing the result that comes out. 7 plus 2, you know, and then this boy, remember, he just typed 7 plus 2. 9 is the output, is the result of the calculation to 7 plus 2. And then the fume that comes out of this car is the result of the petrol that he got in the car. Okay. And you guys live with inputs and outputs. We all do that. So every time when I'm in the class teaching, some of you, Mr. Beck, can I go to washroom? Can I go do? Okay, that's output because you drank some water, and that water got into your tummy, and your stomach processes the water, and then it should take it out. That is input, and when you go to the washroom, that's output. Okay, because you got water, input water in your mouth, and then you go to the washroom for output. Okay, don't forget, input always work with output because there cannot be input without output. All right. Okay. Now let's see some of the common input devices. There are really, really many. As I say, that input and output devices are actually computer main and helping parts, okay? So we have the keyboard. Most of the common input device, it's used for typing anything you want to type, like your name, your story, your anything, you should use a keyboard, okay? And then two, we have the mouse. A mouse that's used for pointing an object on a monitor, which that's also used for playing some games, okay? So these are some input devices. We have a scanner. A scanner used to scan images or text. How does it work? You get your paper, the scanner is right here. This is a mouse, this is a keyboard. So you get your paper inside the scanner get the information that you got that is on the paper and transform it. So it sends it to the computer, okay, and the computer processes that information and it gives it on the monitor, okay? Sends it on the monitor. Now you can print it. Well, we have a joystick. A joystick is used to play video game, just like um, um, video games player you have. So a joystick is also an input device. Why? Because when you're playing a video game, you're pressing some buttons. Those commands that you're commanding the computer to do something and it's happening, it goes to the computer processes it, and it gives it to the monitor, okay? It is an input device because it gives information to the computer, it gives ordered commands to the computer, okay? It means that once you take your joystick to the left, the result on the screen is not going to be to the right, it's to be to the left because it's respecting, it's getting command from the computer, okay? So we also have microphone, as we saw on the first page. The microphone is used to record sound into the computer. Any sound you want to record to the computer, you need a microphone. A light pen is used to draw any figure directly on the monitor. The light pen is right here. Look at the hand. It's holding a light pen. Okay, a light pen. Okay, you can also find light pen on some phone, Galaxy Note, and those phones that have a pen to write on the screen. 7, we have a web camera. This is the web camera. You can keep a web camera on top of your computer. You can keep it anywhere you want to keep it. So it's used to capture live images and videos and send them over the internet. You can use this to capture your images and put it on WhatsApp, put it on Facebook, or send it anywhere you want, okay? A trackball. A trackball is just like a mouse, just like a mouse, but it's mostly used in medical field. It's mostly used in hospitals, okay? So it's an alternative to a mouse. You're not going to use this in computer class. You only can use it. It's mostly used in medical field. It has a rotating ball on top and buttons to click on. Okay. So those are some input devices that we can learn today. So remember, input devices are those part of the computer that feeds data into the computer, that gives information to the computer. Okay, now we go to the output devices. So today, we're only going to see a few of them because there are many output devices. The first, the common output device is monitor. The monitor is used to display our work after typing your work. After typing a story on the keyboard, it goes straight to the monitor. Okay, just like me. Look at me. I'm speaking to you now, so I'm just recording, and then it's coming straight to the monitor. This is the output. The input is the voice I'm recording into this video, and the output is what you guys are seeing on the screen. Okay. So even the starfish, this is starfish, it must be, it's the output, okay? So it means a monitor is an output device. A printer, which is used to print copy of our work. Okay, copies, I'm sorry, copies of our work. Copies of our work. This is a printer. This is a printer. So for the printer, the printer is attached to the computer through a USB cable. So you attach the printer to the computer, and then your work comes from the computer to the printer. So it means the computer is taking a work out. Everything that goes out is called an output. And then all the device that takes, any device that takes something that comes out from the computer is an output device. So it means the printer is the output device because it's taking copies from it's taking work from the computer to be printed out. Okay, so we have speakers. As I saw on the first page, the speaker used to listen to music or listen to any sound. It takes the sound from the computer to the speaker. All right, it takes the sound from the computer to outside. So when you record a voice or you want to listen to music, the music is going to be playing in the computer, and then the voice comes out on the speakers, right? A plotter. A plotter is used to print high quality images. So a plotter is this, it's just like a huge printer. It's so big. It only can print big papers. You guys, when you're walking on the boulevard, you see uh, those big papers. People can see, you can see faces of people, fruit, anything from supermarkets. It's printed using a plotter. A plotter can only print huge, huge papers, bigger, far more bigger than the printer, but it's also high quality. Okay, so remember, before we finish this lesson today, remember that a, in an input device, it's a device that feeds information to the computer, and the output device is an output device is a device that takes information from the computer. Okay, so and then remember that input is anything that goes in, output is anything that comes out, or it's the final result of the work. Okay, so for your activity, make 2 columns for input and output devices. Hold on, just have to as devices of a computer on a chart paper. Cut the pictures of various inputs, input and output devices from newsletters, books, or magazines, and paste them on the respective column. So which means it should be one column like this. Let me just show you how it will be like this. These are an example. This is an example. Okay, the first column, you write inputs, input devices, and this you write output devices. Okay, and then you start pasting pictures here. You paste the picture, you label. You paste the picture, you label. All the input should be on this side and all the output the other side. Okay, guys, I hope you understood the lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, listen to me. This is to remind you that inputs cannot work without any outputs. There can't be any output without input. Okay. Thank you, guys. If you have a question, text me, and I'm going to reply. Otherwise, let's just wait for everybody to finish watching the lesson. Then we can start our computer start. Okay. Thank you. Bye.